Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining me. It's Rina. Today we're going to be looking at the road ahead for July 3rd through 9th. We're going to be using the Spirit Messages Oracle by John Holland. We're going to be using the Chinese Tarot deck, one of my favorite decks. You can always tell when they're well loved. The universal weight to clarify. And without further ado, let's get started. We do this reading by element: air, fire, water, earth, and you'll always know who's on the table by what is showing here. This reading comes out every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, so you may want to bookmark that or hit the notifications, and of course subscribe if you're so inclined. Let's get started. We're going to shuffle and cut using the minor arcana to decide which element is first. Who are we speaking to first? This is the road ahead for July 3rd through 9th of 2022. Shuffle and cut, we have the Queen of Cups and the Heavenly Master. So I would say water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio are on the table first up today. The Heavenly Master, Taurus energy there, that is about commitments and the structures that we build in our lives, the contracts, the vows, the different things that we take on, and maybe even, learning a heart lesson here with the Heavenly Master, the teacher. The Queen of Cups, there you are, my water sign friends, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, feeling a little bit, I want to say, vulnerable, maybe a little bit uncertain in a particular commitment that you are taking on, in a particular avenue that you are going after, and have really, I think, set your heart and your mind to. The Nine of Cups, it's beyond. The Nine of Cups and the Star, my goodness, Aquarius energy, and the Nine of Cups, they're both of the wish cards coming out for you, my water sign friends. And right behind that, the dream that you have, the big vision, the big picture that you have here, the Knight of Cups, maybe even Prince Charming coming in with the lovers, the Geminis here. But there's that element of uncertainty, the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups. Can you trust this group of people that you're involved with? Has there been some sort of damage done in maybe a past group or situation? Are you going to enjoy this process, or is it going to be difficult? Now I have the Tower and the Emperor, but we're going to leave that and we'll see what happens while we shuffle here, my water sign friends. So let's see what's going on for you. The road ahead, July 3rd through 9th of 2022. The road ahead for the water signs. What's coming up for the water signs, July 3rd through 9th of 2022? Jumping right out there, the King of Swords. So an important decision on the table there. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You're thinking with your head. You're not thinking with your heart, water sign friends. And here's the Fool. Is it worth the risk? Yes, the decision. It's a little, you're a little bit worse for wear. You may have been down this road before. You may have tried to do this before, and maybe doing it again. But you're wiser now. You've been through the mill and you know how to handle things now. So, analytically looking at the situation that involves a little bit of risk, maybe a lot of risk. You may stand to lose everything here. And what do we have? We have the King of Coins. Depends on the security that you can muster up. Now, if you're making a decision to invest in yourself, to do something about your security, your long-range wealth, your family's stability and security, by all means, go for it. Our King of Coins is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and he is the provider of the deck. So someone that is making sure that everyone is well cared for, no matter how ragged or what he has to do it. Here's the Queen of Swords. You're frustrated, I think. Look at the, you've got a lot of people here, or a lot of different aspects of yourself going on. Now, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. My goodness, what is ending? The Ten of Swords is that bitter or difficult, painful ending, maybe even a betrayal. And you hear of that, the Ace of Coins. Here's our Heavenly Master from the cut. So I think there is an investment that you are going to be making. Perhaps something comes up unexpectedly and gets you moving in a different direction. You've manifested this, though. Here's our Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. So you're making a move. You may be making a move independently. Maybe you're going out on your own to do something that you've done before, and it's a little bit of a risk right now, and you're frustrated with the process of it. You're worried about the outcome here as well. But here you are now, the King of Cups, fully in your glory, maturing into what you are deciding to act on. Growing into it is how it feels to me. So you're putting everything that didn't serve you behind you. And that's where this fool comes in his tattered rags, right? You've been through the mill. You've done it already. And how do we change it here? We change it with this news of a new opportunity or even a commitment that comes up here. A contract, some sort of oath that you may take with that partner that we saw at the cut, the lovers. What's the Fool card doing here? We're going to start with the Fool. What is it you're risking here, my friends? You could lose it all, as we said earlier. Have to start from scratch, or maybe you have been through that kind of a situation and you are starting from scratch right now, being able to put that difficulty behind you. Tell me about the Fool here, please, for my water sign friends. This is July 3rd through 9 of 2022, and look what jumps out, our 10 of Swords. So you are putting all of that, all of those missteps, all of that betrayal, bitterness, difficulty, and I think, you know, a lot of it seems to be stuck in your throat. You haven't spoken about it for a long time. But with this communication, swords are communication, right? With this communication, you are able to release it. You're able to let it go. Okay, so you're risking it. Where are we risking it? Some sort of commitment that you're taking on, maybe a new business proposal or investment, as we said. Here's the 5 of Swords. You know, you've fought for a long time to have that stability in your life, and, you know, you're frustrated with the length of time it's taken you, but what are you going to do about it? You're going to lash out? You're going to act? No, that's only going to put you back here. You got to bide your time. You got to think as of it rationally. What are the facts of the day? You make decisions based on a daily basis and the facts that you have on hand, water sign friends. Let's see what's going on with that King of Coins here, please. How are you going to achieve that stability and comfort level? It's a level of security that, you know, you can breathe. You can say, I can lay my head down at night and really sleep peacefully, knowing that everything is taken care of. And the 10 of Cups. Yes, baby. The water signs here, you have some really beautiful energies coming in here. You've just got to lay down your swords. This has been an exhausting process, and the sooner you can release or let go whatever is still hanging on you, whatever is still weighing you down or keeping you from this new beginning that you're willing to risk for, it's coming in, okay? The opportunity is coming. If you haven't seen it already, you're going to hear of it, and it comes from the heart here, the Page of Cups, emotional news of an opportunity, a windfall, grace. You know, it doesn't have to be financial. It certainly can be a generosity to you that comes in unexpectedly from maybe a government source, the heavenly master, the government, the structures we build, the corporations in our lives. Heavenly Master. So unexpected coming in here as well gets you excited about the direction that you're going. The Wheel of Fortune and the move. So fate is playing a huge role in this direction for you, my water sign friends. So let's see what the facts of the day are and what you're going to do about it. Water signs. This is our road ahead for July 3rd through 9 of 2022. Show me the water signs, please. And the Ace of Cups, my goodness. So personal satisfaction, first and foremost, on the table here for you. You're doing this because it's what you want to do. You may have done it before. It may not have worked out well, or there's been some sort of difficulty or bad taste in your mouth about how this went down last time. And you know, you're not going to put up with any BS here with the Queen of Swords. You're just not going to have it. Now, the Ace of Cups here can also be a new love coming in. We saw the lovers at the cut. I don't necessarily see it down here, but there is a commitment and a structure that you are building that's come in unexpectedly. So you may be building a life, an enjoyable life, where you are the patriarch, where you are the provider in that situation. The Magician here, manifesting exactly what you need to make the move and live a good life here with our 9 of Coins, self-sufficient, independent, successful, and comfortable with what you've achieved, and that's where you're going to be. You just got to let it slide a little bit more, I think. I'm not saying that you don't do the work, okay? That is what's, you know, I don't have the King of Wands here, but you do need to do the work to get where you're going. But I think you're worried about things, bigger things than that. You've got big dreams, and I don't know that you are confident that you're going to be able to achieve them. If you come from the heart, I assure you, you'll go from ace to 10 in satisfaction and be that whole king that you want to be. Now, here's an interesting thought here. We've got the king and queen of coins. So there is a solid partnership that's coming in here that's going to bring you that great joy that we have here. But there's action that needs to be taken here. The Ace of Staves. You've got lots of aces out today, don't we? The Ace of Cups, the first one that the magician is going to use here. So you're coming from the heart, and that is going to transform this new beginning that you've been fighting for. It's really going to help you solidify the plan, my water sign friends. All right, the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Fool. So leaving all of that behind, knowing what you know from past experience, but making the decision again. Willing to give it up. What are we talking about? The Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins and the Five of Pentacles. So maybe, the Queen of Pentacles is, first off, earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And more so, she's the caretaker. So if there is a partnership here, one of you is the provider, one of you is the caretaker. And that may be what has been missing in your situation that's caused you to be a little bit ragged, that's caused you to be a little bit wary and uncertain of maybe committing to your heart, committing to your big vision, your vision of what you want things to turn out as with this new investment or this new endeavor that you're taking. Our Two of Pentacles tells me that you're going back and forth. You're not sure. The King of Cups is looking at things with a little bit of regret and frustration. Okay, there you are, looking at everything that may have gone wrong and not hoping for that Two of Cups relationship that still stands behind you. So you've got to change your outlook here a little bit, water signs. Change your thinking process of this. Not everyone is out to get you. And sometimes when you try again, things do work out. I can tell you that you're going to be healing this financial situation tremendously, okay? It may take some care and nurturing to get there. It may be that, you eventually get to where you want to be financially, securely, stability-wise with family. But it is going to, this decision that you're making is going to be life-changing. We had the Death card down here. And what are you going to do about this in frustration? Sometimes we just have to assess whether or not the sentiments are sincere and whether or not we're comfortable with the way things are now. And if they never change, then they never change. But you need to look at what is possible here, and you've turned your back on it. So in one sense here, you're moving forward with business, I think, and in another, you're moving forward with heart, and both are at risk. Both are on the line here. And you're going back and forth about how much to risk. Now, we also have the Six of Cups here, and that could be that there are children involved, and that there are things that need to be decided about how they are cared for and what is provided for them. And you may be feeling a little bit betrayed that this has gone on, especially if this is a matter of the heart. But you're going to have to communicate and let that go and turn around so that you can face what is possible here. And what is here on the table, my water signs, is something that is very, very sincere. Something that I want to say is heartfelt. Let's talk about, what do we have here? This is the Spirit Messages. This is a John Holland deck. One card, please, for our water signs. Thank you. What do we have? Synchronicity. How beautiful is that? Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So if you're doing something again and you're doing it truly from the heart to help you become everything that you want to be, our King of Cups here, sensitive, kind, generous, supportive, absolutely, your heart is out here. But this is also about a maturity too, and knowing that, good things come in time as well. It's not going to be instantaneous. And I think that's part of your frustration here. Synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So lay down your swords, my water sign friends. Give it up. Give up the ghost of past disappointments and move forward into what looks like a really beautiful and joyous A to Z happy future. Or at least this week, right? Okay, water signs. Let's pick this up and we'll move on to the next element. Which element is up next? Air, fire, or earth? Air, fire, or earth? I have to shuffle these in, otherwise I forget, and then we get the same cards. So sometimes we get the same cards no matter how much you shuffle. And here we go. Which element is next? This is the road ahead, July 3rd through 9th of 2022. The road ahead for the first week of July. Which element will we be speaking with next? We have the Three of Coins and the Empress. So earth signs are on the table. What are you creating there, my earth signs? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And I'm a Capricorn, as everyone knows, so I am invested in this as well. So the Empress and the Three of Coins, building something, putting the pieces together, something that you can be proud of, something that you can be successful at, the Six of Wands. And it is a recognition, it's a moment of recognition that peace is probably more important to you at this moment than action, okay? And that's where your focus is, because you've been overwhelmed, my earth sign friends. You've been overwhelmed. Now, here's the Three of Coins, putting the pieces together to leave something behind, putting the process together of making things right, making them whole, making them balanced. Justice card, the Libra energy, and our Knight of Coins. You've got to have a plan. You've got to have the plan. The Knight of Coins, slow, methodical, cautiously approaching his goal and never taking his eye off the goal. So you are, in fact, aiming very high here, my earth sign friends. The Knight of Coins, slow and steady, wins the race in this, and you will achieve that joy, happiness, and contentment that you've been longing for, that you've been searching for. It may not be immediately. Again, it's a process here. But you've got big dreams and high hopes. And, you know, our moon, Pisces energy, you may be in your feelings about this situation, and you may be questioning. There are some things that are not quite clear. But I do believe that's our full moon coming up, and I think that's on, what, the 13, I believe? The Capricorn full moon. So you earth signs are going to be particularly affected by that, because it is a super moon, and it's going to bring into question your security, the structures in your life. The earth signs are all about, you know, grounding and practical, and how am I going to get where I need to go? What is the plan? So let's put this together, my earth sign friends, and see where this is taking us, I'm going to say. All right, and we have earth signs coming up for the road ahead, July 3rd through 9th. And I'm going to pull this one just to have it out. The Eight of Staves. Things may have been moving very, very quickly for you. And that may be where you're off your guard, where you're, you know, caught a little bit unawares. I think you're ready, though. Look, these Eight of Staves, normally, you know, you see them launched out and they're going, you know, in many times in one direction. But these people are wielding them like weapons. So don't let your actions become bullying, okay? Things, you cannot beat it to go faster, all right? The more you talk about it, it seems like the more you're fighting it. So you got to let it evolve, whatever it is. Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo on the table for July 3rd through 9th of 2022. Earth signs. The Star. Yes, this is, you know, perhaps you conveying arrows of love, ooh, to an Aquarius, possibly. The Star card is wishes and hopes and dreams and knowing that you're in the right place at the right time. So this feels right, no matter how on guard you may be about it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they are all wielding those arrows of love, okay? Don't use them as weapons. You can get what you want, and it's probably coming in much quicker than you think, and maybe just let down your defenses a little bit. Now that's not a 9 of Wands. It is in that defense mode though. Here's the 8 of Cups. Who's walking away? And the King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So what are you releasing here? The Magician. The manifestation comes to life. Your wishes come in. The Magician, who's behind it? The Knight of Staves. So there are going to be some changes, maybe some exciting, maybe some unsteadying changes that come in, and you're trying to achieve your balance. You're trying to find that plan to release and let go of the things that did not serve you, okay? To let them go. So the Empress and the 8 of Coins, trying to put together something solid that you can rely on for yourself. What you're creating, it is your creation, and that's where your focus is here. You know, you've had your own issues. The 10 of Staves is overwhelmed and feeling burdened, but you know, you have been able to put a lot of them aside, but your future is in the balance here. That's what's hanging in the balance. Page of Swords, questioning whether or not a particular connection is right for you. And again, I think there'll be clarity by the full moon. The full moon in Capricorn, earth signs. Now, this is a singular 2 of Cups, isn't it? Usually there's two people looking longingly at each other. So this does not have to be an affair of love. It certainly could be someone that you are longing for, to speak to hold in your arms, it feels like. And what do we have? We have the Empress and the Emperor walking into the Sun, Leo energy. This is going to be life-changing. Whatever you have been longing for, wishing for, manifesting here with the Magician, my friends, is coming in. The Sun, Leo energy. Now that's probably July or even into August, right? Leo energy, August. So you may be separated from someone for a short time, offering your cup up to the moon, and having that, I want to say, dream fulfilled. Look at the Emperor, letting things go, putting the plan together to balance out whatever it is you've been trying to do. And it does involve leaving behind, so let's go right there. The 8 of Cups, dealing with the emotions of things that may have gone before, putting in motion the future. Perhaps with someone, but most definitely you are approaching it from a very mature emotional position and waiting just a little bit longer to see what transpires. You know, you put it out there. You've got the manifestation and the wish fulfillment here. You put it out there, but it's going to require changes. It's going to require you to, you know, really find, I'm going to say, meaningful ways to balance out, especially if it's with someone, each other. But to balance out whatever the plan is, to take measured steps in this so that you get it right this time, okay? That 10 of Swords we saw back down in the deck there is all about letting things go that have not, that you don't want to take forward with you. And that's where the Justice comes in. You're finally going to be releasing them and taking care of yourself. Queen of Pentacles there you are, my earth sign friends, loud and proud. The Queen is all about nurturing everyone in her life, and many times she leaves herself out. So this 8 of Cups here is telling you that you need to, you know, I'm not saying don't take care of those in your life that you care about, but you've got to let them be who they are, okay, and wait and see whether or not they come to the table with what it is you've been asking for. Maybe not even voicing that, but holding them as weapons. The Ace of Wands. You know, Ace of Wands can be a new inspiration, a new spark, a new direction that you're headed. And I think all of that probably applies here. But you've got to find a way to balance it out. The Ace of Wands can also represent passion and lust. And, you know, maybe there just isn't enough on the table here to do what you want to do. And you're holding your love here as, I don't know, a weapon. Let's see what's going on. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune has changed the direction. So I don't know, are you on the defensive now, my earth sign friends? Having had all of those messages come through and things are moving faster than you might expect, and you never thought it was going to happen. You were ready to leave it behind, and now here comes this action in with the Wheel of Fortune. So again, the Magician and the Star card, there is a wish coming in. There is a desire that you have manifested. And, you know, you put the spark in it and made the changes that you need. That's what's here. And you're going to approach it from a level-headed perspective. Wait and see. Very emotionally mature. The Hermit. I think you feel that this is on your path. This is also Virgo, earth sign. Okay, the Hermit, your intuition. Let your intuition guide you through what the Wheel of Fortune is putting on your plate, because it is something that you've requested, something the Wheel of Fortune wants to bring you. And here we go, the Ace of Cups. So there is love on the table, or there is that most definite satisfaction. It could be both. You know, finally you're falling in love with yourself after releasing all of those things that went wrong in the past here, right? Being able to create a life that you truly enjoy, a life that you love, doing the work that you want to do, focusing on releasing any of the burdens, and, you know, maybe even bringing in that emperor or empress into your life. Interesting. Now we've got a couple of others here that jumped out as well. So let's see. So, you know, if you are on the defensive with these thoughts, I'm going to call them the arrows of love again, but it may have moved so quickly that it's kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. And here you are, you know, I think already emotionally invested, but looking at things like, yeah, let's just see how this works out. I believe it's on my path. I think it's probably a good move for me to make these changes. It's in line with what I've asked for, but is it true? Here's the Five of Wands. That's where you're struggling, my friends. That's where it's difficult, because sometimes when we have those manifestations come in, it's kind of like, oh, no, that's not possible. I asked for it and here it is. And all that means is that you are in alignment with what it is you've been calling for. And it's time. The universe wants to give it to you. And you can create that beautiful fulfillment that you've been longing for with a real spark and pep in your step, okay? Now, who's the King of Cups in this? Is that another person, or is this you being the responsible one in any kind of fast-moving connection or relationship, let's say? What do we have? The seven of coins. So yeah, prove it to me. Okay? I see the potential here. I see the potential. But I'm going to be cautious. I'm going to continue nurturing whatever's going on here, and also my true self and my dream. I'm pushing forward with what I want to do. This is coming from your heart, what you want to do, okay? And you're going to bide your time on this. You're going to wait and see. It's kind of like show me. Sensitive, supportive, and I think really a loving, kind energy. If you're putting it out there, that's you doing the nurturing. If it's coming into you, then you're questioning whether or not it's true, whether or not it's real, whether or not you can trust it, my earth sign friends. Can you? The Death card. Now, a couple of ways we can look at that, and I cannot leave it there, my friends. I'm a Capricorn. I'm invested in this as well. Scorpio energy here on the table. Life-changing. But is there an ending involved here too? We see someone or some aspect of this situation being released, being let go, walking away, dealing with the emotions of it. Here's the Page of Swords. You're questioning at every turn, my earth signs. Tell me about the Death card here, the Four of Wands. Okay, so now, can you trust this life-changing, I'm going to say, change in your home life? Can you trust it? You're going to have to see it to believe it. Yeah, it's here. It's a manifestation. You asked for it. Here it is, bringing you the satisfaction, knowing that it is truly on your path and that you can create exactly what you want, and still you question, Earth signs. You know, sometimes, especially when we have been disappointed or, yeah, I'm going to say even betrayed here in the past with our Ten of Swords, you're going to need to see the action before you can trust. That's the King of Wands. He's the doer. He's the CEO. So perhaps you have to give up a little bit of control over how this manifests. It's not what you want to manifest. You've already brought that into you. But how it transpires and what the steps are, that may not be something you can control. I do believe it's going to bring you that heartfelt satisfaction, and the move that you're making is going to be life-changing. This is an important week for us, my Earth sign friends. Let's see what the John Holland Spirit Messages has to say for the Earth signs. Okay. Jumping right out there. Hope. Ah, beautiful. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. The eternal flame there, my friends. I do believe you feel or can see this coming about, and the synchronicity of the way events are taking place is what you're questioning. Can it be true that my manifestation is actually coming in? Yes, my Earth sign friends, it can be. All right, Earth signs off the table. So we've got fire and air next. We'll shuffle these in first. Here we go. Air or fire? Oh, we're not ready yet. Let me pick those up. Give me just a moment to shuffle these in. Fire or air? Who's going to be next for the road ahead, July 3rd through 9 of 2022? Here we go. I'm going to cut these right in the middle like that. All right. Which element will we speak with next, air or fire? Air or fire? My friends, if what you're listening to connects with you in any way, whether it's your sun, your moon, your rising, or maybe you're cross-watching for someone's moon or sun sign, you know, if it connects with you, then it's meant for you to hear. And if you're interested in what I do and want to know more about maybe your situation or how I work, by all means, reach out. You can find me at rinasreadings.com. Who's next? Air, fire? Air or fire? We've got the Seven of Staves and the Hanging Ghost. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius up first here. The Hanging Ghost. Where are you stalled, my friends? You're invisible. You're hanging in the background. Maybe keeping out of something has been an issue for you, a challenge for you. You want to get in there. You want to direct the show. Those two wands are in his hands. The other five set aside. The Nine of Cups, your wish. You know, big dreams coming in here. Big dreams are on the table to manifest this time frame. I think for everyone, for all signs, but in particular for those that we've read for already, I think. Let's see. The Three of Coins, looking for high expectations. You've got really high expectations, fire signs. The Knight of Staves, making changes maybe that you're not quite ready to make, making changes that you really don't necessarily want to make, but you have to do it, you feel like. The Three of Swords, there's nothing else to do. I've got to start. I've got to do something. And your intuition is telling you, if you wait too long, you're not going to have this chance again. So your frustration now is leading to you conjuring up. What are we conjuring, my fire sign friends? The Magician there, putting your heads together to, I think, put your, where are we going? To increase your comfort level in some way. I think this is involving a move or a partnership. The Nine of Staves. You don't want to move. You don't want to make the move. You feel like it'll be too maybe expensive, too much responsibility. It's kind of like, we got to put all our resources together, and can we really do it? There's a lot on the table right here, my fire sign friends. So let's see where you're headed. Fire signs. They're getting away from me. They're ready to talk, my fire sign friends. Let's see. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius on the table for July 3rd through 9 of 2022. July 3rd through 9. What do the fire signs need to know? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, July 3rd through 9 of 2022. The road ahead. Okay. So we have Temperance out. That's a Sagittarian card. So, in the Ace of Coins, you've been waiting patiently for things to start, for things to begin, for this opportunity, this windfall, this investment in yourself. All right. I think when you finally start this, you're going to be able to be at peace. But until you can get started, there's a lot of anxiety around. What do we have here? We have the Eight of Wands. That's too many. One card, please. One card for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. One card for the week, July 3rd through 9. Thank you. The Two of Coins. Now, we saw that at the cut. So you are putting your heads together. You're taking the first step and then the next logical step. And when you feel like things are finally able to take off, you're going to have that Zen moment where you can say, oh, my goodness, what a relief. I've finally been able to settle things, maybe emotionally. Temperance card is a card of healing. So it may be that you need to make the first overture, the first step in order to put things together for the future. Now, this is, very quick movement, lots of messages going back and forth. Messages of the future, messages that may have been a little bit overwhelming. So I don't know, has there been some love bombing? We've got the Ace of Cups here as well, and while it may be what you've been hoping for, it's kind of like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. This needs to come full circle in some way, and we'll have to see what's happening for you, my fire sign friends. Where is it you've had tremendous patience? Where is it you've been, I think, biding your time and keeping your mouth closed? I'll say what they told me, keeping your mouth shut. That's just how they said it. So you may have been eager to say something, but thought better of it. Maybe it's not your business. Okay? It does affect you, even if it is not your business. And you're not sure what to do because you love, your heart is invested in this. The Ace of Cups. You may be looking at long-range plans, your options here to change whatever this cycle is and get news that bring, okay. I've got the Three of Cups here. So are we bringing in a celebration? You're planning and putting together the pieces of a celebration, and finally things come together and you can breathe. But there is a cost to this. There is an expense to this. Is it for your mother? Certainly possible. Something you're doing from love to make her happy, to give her joy and have all of her family around her. But it is a situation that, brings you a little bit of strife, and you're not sure how all those moving pieces are going to fit together here. Okay, I've also got the Death card here, Scorpio, the Lovers, Gemini. So there is a decision to be made. There is a truth to be recognized here, and one that you didn't, I'm not going to say didn't expect. I'm going to say that you may have heard it and you didn't believe it. But now it seems like it's what you think about. Okay, so there may be a relationship that is heartfelt, that has had a little bit of overwhelm in it, and you're not quite sure where it's headed. So let's talk about those. Yeah, two of Wands there. Two of Wands. So not only are you taking the first and next step, you're at the moment where you have to decide, and that is the overwhelm here, because you are still questioning whether or not your heart is true, whether or not your heart is invested in this, whether or not you can commit to putting your heads together, whether or not that's going to fulfill the dreams, the options that you had, or is it going to close a door on some of those so that you can move forward in a different direction, perhaps with other people, and how to complete your responsibilities to mother and family. So I think you are looking to create your happiness here, looking to create your own joy, but not really sure how to handle it. So the future is coming right at you, and the opportunity is here. Who are you going to take this step with? How are you going to go? You're going back and forth, but you are going to bring it together. Now, did we have the Three of Coins? There's our Ace of Cups. No, I don't see that. It's the Eight of Staves here please, for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Four of Pentacles. So the 3 is what's missing. That's what I was looking for. First step has been taken. That's the foundation here. You've been biding your time to put things together, to take that next logical step. But you don't have the building blocks quite in place yet. Your foundation is not solid quite yet. It's still changeable. It's still movable with all of these different messages. So you're questioning someone's motives, questioning someone's desires, or are you questioning your own? The Three of Staves. So we have the 2 and the 3. We don't have the action. We have the investment and the next step laid out for you, but we don't have the action yet. The Page of Coins, news from a group about a responsibility or an attachment that comes in. And how is that coming? I'm looking for the Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords, the decision, but you're still waiting here with whatever our Gemini represents, looking at both sides of the situation, certainly possible, making the choice in a partnership or making the choice to put your heads together. Something about it is morphing, though. Something about it is transforming. The Death card, Scorpio energy, bringing things full circle. You're not sure you can live through that again. So if this is a new beginning for you, my friends, if you're doing something over again, here's our King of Staves, you're going to approach it like a boss. There you are. All right, and the King of Staves comes in on the heels of the Wheel of Fortune. So fate has put this on your path, and the timing just has to work itself out here. The Heavenly Master, the Hierophant, so there may be a commitment, a contract, an investment coming in, and you're waiting on something. And, you know, things move very quickly, but still you're holding on. You have not made the move yet. Again, we don't have the Ace of Wands out yet, so the action has not come through yet. There may even be some disappointment, my fire sign friends, where you're stalled and you're like, hey, what am I doing? Exactly, stalling with the moon. I think after that Capricorn full moon, you're going to see a little bit more action. This may be around your home front, but, you know, frustrating you to the point of explosion perhaps, and needing to have a little bit of help come in for you. So you need to have some things pay off finally. And that's where this new beginning comes in, because you're already saying to yourself, I don't know, can I do this again? Yeah, it's still what I want. Yeah, I still have maybe affection, as we saw with the Ace of Cups, for someone or even for yourself, that personal dream that you have coming in, being fulfilled, but you're hesitant to make the leap. You're hesitant to make the move, the investment. No action here on the table. It's standing in front of you. How are we going to do that? Yeah, it's still a dream. You're not sure which one to start. You're not sure where to start first. So let your intuition guide you. Let whatever comes in on the breeze filter through and make peace with it. Now, does that mean that you're letting go of some of your dreams? No, I don't think so. I think some of them may need to wait, and you can't get everything done as quickly as you want to. It's almost like you're defending your timeline. I've got to do it, I've got to do it, I've got to do it. It's not quite yet. Ten of Swords, it's not quite yet. Ten of Swords has been out, I think, in every read today, hasn't it? Ten of Swords. Where is it? Where's that? Here's the action. Yes, I knew we were looking for the Ace of Wands. Where's the action taking you? Okay, you know, when you finally give it up, give up the ghost, give up whatever is on the wind, and take that action, it is going to move quickly for you. Your future's coming right in here. The Two of Wands, but it's up to you to choose which direction. And the more you go back and forth and see both sides of it and rationalize it and wait, you know, sometimes it gets away from you. So action is on the table now. You've been stalled long enough, my fire sign friends. Yeah, you got to get moving. Here's our Page of Wands. You know, you've thought this through. You've done your best to make your peace with whatever happened. If there was a difficulty, if there was a betrayal of some sort, now it's time to take action. What's the next step toward this foundation? Now, the Three of Pentacles, where is that? Didn't I see that? I did not. I know I didn't. It's way down if we saw it. So, the first, you got to take this in measured bites, my fire sign friends. Make the first step. Actually commit to it. Say you're going to do it. Walk the walk that you're talking, okay? Take the next step. Put your heads together if it needs to be with someone else. And the sun, beautiful energy coming in through that July, I would say, time frame, July into August. And things are going to start to come together for you. Let's see where our Three of Pentacles is. Is that going to come out? We've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Four of Cups. So, you may have been working on this and then something comes in and really like explodes it, jars it. And it offers you something that you did not see coming, okay? And that may be where you have to say, oh, I have to change gears here and change the direction. I may have been waiting on this for a while, but now I'm changing gears. And whatever you've been waiting on, you're going to go after, because now is go time. Okay, the Sun card there, giving you that dose of vitamin D, and that energy that you need to prosper and thrive and really enjoy life. Enjoy the life that you are putting together. But it comes perhaps through a work colleague. It comes perhaps through fine-tuning the plan that you already have in place. But it's something that you're going to have to work at. And it may be that, you need to put things in a little bit of perspective over here and let some of this go so that you can have what you want. Let go your expectations, okay? Because what's coming in is not necessarily what you asked for, but it is going to have the outcome that you want. So, where are you making the investment, my fire sign friends? The Devil, yeah, it's going to cost you, okay? Now, it comes with ties that bind. There may be a contract. There may be something that you have to sign that is a physical or legal attachment here, okay? But you are being tasked with holding it all together, and it may feel like you are a little bit trapped in this. If you can remember that this is what you've asked for, it's a lot of responsibility, absolutely. But if you take this first step, if you take the action here, you're going to have peace in a really beautiful future coming in. Now, remember, we're talking about this week, so all of this does not necessarily need to play out within a week. Our Queen of Cups, you may be feeling a little bit off-center with the level of need that comes along with what you're taking on, okay? It is for your future, and that's a pretty heavy mantle to carry. And our Queen of Cups is saying, you know what, I'm not sure I'm capable. And it's not necessarily that you're not capable. We know that you can do this. You have the drive, you have the commitment, you have the time and energy, and maybe even financial investment to do what you want to do. And this is your moment to shine. Fire signs. Here we have the Three of Swords. Yeah. You're not sure if it's going to work out. And the answer is nobody can tell you if it's going to work out until you make that first step. And you're going to have to work at it. All right. And there may be some things that come in and kind of get you, I think, going in a little bit of a different direction. They are meant to enhance your path. They are meant to bring your vision into clarity and into focus. And the Ace of Pentacles. But it all starts with you and your commitment, and maybe even a partnership coming in. Your choice in whether or not to make the commitment. The Ace of Pentacles here. Fire signs, what do you have going on? Write and tell me. I don't always see the replay of the chat, so comments, I love the comments. Fire signs, what's happening for you with the spirit messages? One card, please. Fire signs. Okay, well, you guys get two. Be proud and gratitude. Okay. Be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Exactly, your future. Take the next step. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. You've come a long way since this difficulty, and I think you're ready to take on that mantle of responsibility again if it means you can have pretty much anything you want in your future. Here's the gratitude coming in. Life is one big, continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. So dream big, my friends. Look at what you have. Look at who you are becoming and how much further you want to go. And make choices that are going to lead you on this bright, beautiful path. But you're going to need to take action. Something here is changing. All right. Fire signs off the table. Thank you very much for waiting, my air sign friends. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini's coming up here for the road ahead. This is going to be July 3rd through 9th of 2022. We're going to shuffle these in first before we go any further, though. I tend to forget if I don't. We're going to do the shuffle and cut for you, too. No sense in you missing out on that read. What's going on here for our air signs? We're going to put that energy in for the air signs here. Air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini on the table, July 3rd through 9th of 2022. The air signs, please. What's happening for air signs? Air signs. Oh, shuffle and cut, right? There we go. All right, so we have the Knight of Staves and the Page of Staves, getting excited about the direction that you're going. And sometimes, you know, this Knight, fire signs here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, taking action. Sometimes this Knight gets a little bit too over-exuberant. He is very, very enthusiastic. And as a result, he doesn't necessarily have that staying power. So it's like, ooh, shiny, let's go over here. You want to make sure that you can focus, all right? Set a direction and focus on it. You're going to need to make some changes, and I would say you're going to need to make some changes on the fly, okay? This is our Two of Swords, and generally they're crossed where you don't make any decision, but you are on guard here, and you are ready to fight for what it is you want, okay? It may be that you've been fighting and you're tired, you're overwhelmed here, you're exhausted from it, and, you know, I think the planning is what's the overwhelming part here, because there are so many different choices, but obstacles on that direction as well. So where are we going here? There are things that you want, or Nine of Cups, wishes, hopes. Are they coming in? You need help with them. You may need help. You may need help with a mother figure in your life. You're not sure what to do about them, how to handle them, and what to, I think it's going to take kid gloves if that's the case. Approach with caution, and you're going to have to rebuild the relationship if there's an issue there. Our Page of Swords and the Hermit, you may even need to get some counseling. You may need to get some advice from an outside individual, questioning the path of what's going on here in your life, my air sign friends. Doesn't have to be with a mother, but creating that foundation, that's been the challenge. Being able to take care of everyone, the children, and putting the pieces together to bring that future that you have longed for, wished for, into existence. Here's our air signs here for July 3rd through 9th of 2022. Air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Geminis. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Air signs on the table, July 3rd through 9th of 2022. And the Chariot. So things are most definitely on the move here, my friends. The Chariot is also that alignment, knowing that you are in the right place at the right time, moving forward in a direction that you've been fighting for. There's a dragon. Is there two? I only see one dragon. So you have a single focus. And you know what? There are no rains, so this is an out-of-control chariot. It's moving. It's got a life of its own, my air sign friends. This move that you are undertaking has a life of its own. I think you're along for the ride, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Just, you know, take a deep breath and see what happens next. These are both major arcana, so this is definitely something that's been on your path, something you've asked for. 7 of coins, and here it is now. You've waited a long time. You put a lot of energy into this, and it really hasn't given you what you want, but here it goes. It's taking off now. It's too many. 1 card, please, for my air signs. There it is. And the 6 of Cups. It's time to be comfortable. You know, you got to get comfortable with this wild ride that you're on, first of all, my air sign friends, because you can't really see where it's taking you because nothing's paid off yet and you don't trust where you're headed. But the Wheel of Fortune has other ideas for you. Fate, karma, kismet, divine timing, moving the pieces around for you, for your benefit, for your peace, your harmony, your comfort. This could be a situation from your past that has now moved into critical mass, and it's a ride of its own, and you've got to make some shrewd decisions here of what's going to happen in the future. 6 of Staves. You know, I think you recognize that this is a pivotal moment, and the anxiety that comes along with that, perhaps stepping out on your own here, independent, self-sufficient, successful energy, living a good life, okay? That's what you're longing for. That's what you're looking for, and you're worried about how to achieve that. It's coming. Fate is moving things around for you, and part of it is this wild ride that you've been on. If it's a move, a house move, you know, and it's not really something you want to do, and you've put a lot of energy into your current situation, and you don't know if it's going to be better on the other side. You don't trust that it's going to be better on the other side. It is. It's going to be much more comfortable. This is a good decision. This is a positive decision toward your future. And while it does give you anxiety, maybe about how you're going to be able to afford it, how you're going to be able to live, what you might have to cut back on, where the obstacles are to creating that peaceful life that you're looking for, it's coming. There's our Magician right behind your dream. So the moving pieces are coming in here with that Wheel of Fortune. But you've got to trust the journey. Trust the journey. It's for your benefit, air signs. Let's see what's going on. Where have you put this energy into, and what needs to happen? You're waiting to harvest, and the harvest has been minimal. So where's this ride taking you, air signs? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Look what jumps out. It's a love ride. Okay? Chariot card is the card of Cancer, full of emotion. So the heart is calling. Your personal satisfaction, your joy, your fulfillment, your purpose. This ride that you're on may be full of purpose for you and come from the heart sincerely. And you know, whatever's being put in front of you, you've got to, I can't say it enough, trust the journey. Make wise, educated decisions, most definitely with our king, but also from what is going to be the best for you. What is going to bring you that satisfaction? Because it hasn't happened yet, my air sign friends. Now, you won't, I don't think you're going to see the full maturation of this heart fulfillment this week. You may have a moment that comes in, runaway train, that you have to take a step back and just enjoy where you are. Absolutely, that's possible. But I also think that, you know, you've been fighting for so long, you don't necessarily know how to receive. Four of coins. That's our 4 of coins. So, you know, you are good on your own. You're solid where you are. If there's a new love that's coming in, you don't necessarily trust what's been put on your path. And you know what? You are good on your own. And why should I change what I'm doing to create something that, yeah, I may have dreamed about, but, you know, I'm going to have to commit to it. I'm going to have to invest in it. I'm going to have to put time and energy in it. And is it going to be worth the effort? Is it going to bring me that satisfaction I desire? I assure you, my friends, if you put the energy and the time into it, you're going to be surprised with how generous the universe is going to be with you. Look at this. The Ace of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Coins, and the Tower of, if you put the commitment into it, the unexpected generosity that comes from the universe with your wishes, your hopes, and your dreams, and your fulfillment coming in here. So Beautiful message here for you, my air sign friends. You got to trust the process, trust the journey. You know, sometimes even when things go wrong, we look at it and say, man, why is the universe doing this to us? And it's really not doing it to us. It's doing it for us. And that's what you need to remember here. Trust the process. This runaway train ride that you're on is for all the right reasons. Okay? You're doing it from the heart. You're doing it as a level of honor and commitment and integrity in this move that you're making. Now, you may be moving house, purchasing a property, going to the bank, getting that application process started. You've got your foundation, you've got your deposit, but there's still more. There's more, there's more, there's more. There's more that they want. Finally, you get what you want, but it's going to take a hot minute, okay? Air signs, the Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So your options, looking at which direction to go in. So you may have a couple of choices if you're making a house move. You may have a couple of different directions that you want this ride to go in, but you are the charioteer in this. You have control over the direction that this is going. If it's from the heart, then commit to it, my friends, because it is, you know, it is a wild ride, but the benefits are going to far outweigh the work or the energy that's necessary to bring it around. The Wheel of Fortune doesn't put things on our path for no reason, and it tells you to get on, commit to it. You're going to enjoy this. You're going to have peace and harmony. Air signs, what has changed here? Page of Cups, yes, emotional news coming in, and you're questioning. You're saying, yeah, but that's not really where I wanted to go. That's not really what's on my path. Well, yeah, the universe has news for you. It is what's on your path. Here we go. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be enjoying. Now, there may be a particular social group where you finally do meet someone or have put a lot of energy into this group and finally meet that heartfelt connection. Or perhaps the group just is so supportive of your energies here that you are going to be able to move forward with their assistance, with their generosity. The universe has put the right people, projects, and components on your path to help you achieve your goal, create the life that you want, the dream you want. So what's your big picture look like? What's your daydream? Time to put on the rose-colored glasses, and there's our Three of Pentacles, putting those pieces together. Absolutely. Putting the project, designing it, structuring it, making sure that it not only functions well, but also looks nice. Okay, now, there are different aspects to that. If you're, buying a home, functions well, looks nice. Okay, if this is a metaphor for your personal relationship, it can't be just on the surface. You've got to put the design into it. You've got to put the energy into it so that it doesn't fall down. These Roman arches, I'm going to say Roman just because that's what came into mind, but these arches here are designed to carry a lot of weight and spread it out equally. So there are going to be benefits here that far outweigh the energy that comes in, that you have to expend to get what you want, my air sign friends. And they're coming in hot, and it's something that you truly want. The Knight of Swords there, charging in. Now, be careful there, okay? Because you are being asked to bide your time. You are being asked to make shrewd and intelligent decisions here with our King of Swords. You're being asked to trust maybe those around you where you might not be quite feeling it, but trust whatever this process is, because this ride is going to be for your benefit. What do we have here? The World and the Nine of Cups. So everything is going to end up with your wishes, with what you wanted. Now, it may not be everything that you want. There may be that one missing piece to have our Ten of Cups, but you're going to find it. You're going to put it together. How are you going to do that, my Earth sign friends? When you can be comfortable, stable on your own. That King of Pentacles is the patriarch, as we've said probably a few times today, but he's also loyal, dependable. He's steadfast. He's somebody that people can rely on. And when you prove yourself to be that, whether it's to yourself or to someone else, you're going to be seen in a new light. All right? And I think that you're really going to feel good about how other people are looking at you. And I don't mean that it's up to other people to validate you. That's not it at all. But you can be really proud of your accomplishments. You're doing things for all of the right reasons. You're committing to what it is you need to do to further this direction that you want to go in. And I do think you're going to achieve your goal. It's going to have a positive outcome, a positive ending. So whatever door you're closing here, whatever may not have been serving you properly, whatever it is you are releasing, there's a big theme here today, isn't there? It is going to turn out, I think, better than you expect, even though you don't trust the direction that you're headed. The Wheel of Fortune does not play. It's asking you, do you want to get on? It may be a wild ride, but if you get on, I'm going to bring you what you asked for. Maybe not in the exact way or opportunity that you asked for, but the outcome is going to be what you'd asked for. Air signs. Let's see what the spirit messages are for you, please. July 3rd through 9 of 2022. Here we go. You are not alone. Yes, you've got support. You've got that group of people. You're not alone. We're here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So even in your darkest moment here, my friends, when you've been deep in this meditation and dreaming about what it is you want and really cannot see the forest for the trees, everything is in your way. It feels like it's been a slow, hard slog. You're going to get your just rewards through personal fulfillment and maybe even a love connection, my air sign friends. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining me. Don't forget, if you're interested in speaking with me, renasreadings.com, and we'll see you again next week, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you.